Brisbane's weekend as capital of the world has been hailed a success, with the last leaders leaving the city after G20. There was no violence or destruction. The only downside, a slow weekend city retailers are describing as the worst since the 2011 floods.
G20? What G20? From Fortress Brisbane, the return of the River City. What a relief.
I was surprised that we escaped without any damage to property at all.
The transformation was lightning fast. Clean-up crews working through the night. Stacking fences, swinging barricades onto trucks. The last leaders to leave this morning saw a very different city. India, Saudi Arabia and Japan, farewelling a summit being dubbed a success.
It was an outstanding event. And it was outstanding because it was safe, it was secure, it was well run, it was efficient.
More than 2 years of planning paid off. 6,000 police, 1,000 soldiers securing our city. There were just 14 arrests and not a single pane of broken glass.
Certainly there was scrambling going on underneath all that, but on the surface it was seamless.
One man spent the weekend in custody. Kieran O'Reilly was banned, arrested, then released today.
Yeah, I think the order is undemocratic and needs to be breached by anyone, who values civil liberties and the right to free expression.
He isn't the only one unhappy.
For some businesses, it was as bad as the floods that occurred in 2011.
The ghost town scared away customers from Anastasia Sakinina's restaurant at South Bank.
To be honest with you, it's not so good. It's actually very bad.
She says sales were down 80%, but the Premier insists the pain will be replaced by gain.
Not just for a year or two, but for decades to come. It will benefit them, their children and their grandchildren.
Now we know what's in store. Will Brisbane ever offer to hold this summit again?
Oh, not next week.
Live to Michael Best. Michael, when is the next big test then for Queensland?
Well, Melissa, at this stage, the Commonwealth Games on the Gold Coast in about 3.5 years' time. Now, it will be a very different summit and event to plan and protect for. Instead of one main location and world leaders, there are 17 different competition venues and, of course, about 6,500 athletes and support staff. But police say they'll implement a lot of the lessons learned here on the Gold Coast. Melissa?
All right, thanks, Michael.